At District 12 headquarters of the Amalgamated Meat Cutters at 49th and Wabash in Chicago, Charles Hayes, International Vice President of the Union, and Leslie O'Rear, President of the Illinois Labor History Society, commissioned Bill Walker, pioneer mural artist, to paint a mural on the south wall of the building.
When the Amalgamated Meat Cutters Union officials approached me about painting a mural at 49th and Wabash, I had many thoughts about the project. After accepting the commission, I realized that it was a very serious project because of what they had in mind dealing with the history of the packing house workers. I realized that I would have to do a great deal of research, just looking into the unions, their activities, the past, bringing to surface heroes that had been long forgotten, a history that should be before the people, a history that should not be forgotten.
Bill Walker begins by wire brushing the wall to remove loose dirt and mortar. He thins the masonry conditioner with mineral spirits and applies it with a roller to seal the surface. After the conditioner has dried for a day, he rolls on the diluted white primer coat. Art history inspired Bill Walker, but mural art, beginning with cave paintings and Egyptian art, and including the frescoes of Renaissance realist innovator Masaccio, particularly motivated him. Another primary influence was Jacob Lawrence, master black artist.
It's a very important time in American art. Art could truly represent dignity as it's never been before. It could represent bringing about a consciousness as the Mexicans brought to their people in Mexico, Siqueiros, Orozco, Rivera.
Bill Walker and other Chicago muralists were also inspired by the accomplishments of the great Mexican muralists. David Alfaro Siqueiros, as head of the Union of Muralists, published a manifesto which laid down the following.
We repudiate all easel painting and every kind of art favored by ultra-intellectual circles. And we praise monumental art in all its forms because it is public property. We declare that creators of beauty must put their great efforts toward the production of ideological works of art for the people. And the appeal of all art, at present the expression of personal satisfaction, should be universal. Our aim should be an art of education and of conflict.
Years later, José Clemente Orozco advanced this more precise definition.
The highest, most logical, purest, and most powerful type of painting is mural painting. It is also the most disinterested, as it cannot be converted into an object of personal gain, nor can it be concealed for the benefit of a few privileged persons. It is for the people. It is for everybody.
Rockwell Kent, American artist.
Art must unquestionably have social value. That is, as a potential means of communication, it must be addressed, and in comprehensible terms, to the understanding of mankind.
have many thoughts about the worker in relation to management. Many of the things that Upton St. Clair described in the jungle, the awful and inhuman conditions that the Slavic and black people had to work under during that period that he focused in on.
The Jungle by Upton Sinclair dealt with the terrible working conditions, low pay, long hours, and exploitation of women and children workers in the slaughterhouse and stockyard industry of Chicago. At that time, around the turn of the century, it was Polish and Lithuanian immigrant laborers who were trying to survive. Jurgis Rudkus, a strong young Lithuanian, struggled against his employers, bad housing, inadequate and expensive medical care, and poor transportation until he and his family were almost completely destroyed. Later, black workers were brought in, and their circumstances were even more deplorable.
Langston Hughes, black poet.
Let America be America again. Let it be the dream it used to be. Let it be the pioneer on the plain, seeking a home where he himself is free. The free? Who said the free? Not me. Surely not me. The millions on relief today? The millions shot down when we strike? The millions who have nothing for our pay? For all the dreams we've dreamed, and all the songs we've sung, and all the hopes we've held, and all the flags we've hung. The millions who have nothing for our pay, except the dream that's almost dead today. Oh, let America be America again. The land that never has been yet, and yet must be. The land where every man is free. The land that's mine, poor man's, Indians, Negroes, me, who made America, whose sweat and blood, whose faith and pain, whose hand at the foundry, whose plow in the rain, must bring back our mighty dream again. Sure, call me any ugly name you choose. The steel of freedom does not stain. From those who live like leeches on the people's lives, we must take back our land again, America. Oh yes, I say it plain. America never was America to me, and yet I swear this oath, America will be. Out of the rack and ruin of our gangster death, the rape and rot of graft and stealth and lies, we the people must redeem the lands, the mines, the plants, the rivers, the mountains, and the endless plain, all the stretch of these great green states, and make America again.
Must understand what's happening at the workplace. They must understand how to support good unions, union bringing about improvements to the worker, unions fighting for true democracy, unions understanding that the worker without them is left with nothing but frustrations and bitterness, and left defenseless at the mercy of those who practice the art of exploitation.
Ralph Hellstein, President Emeritus of the Union, addresses students of DuSable High School brought to the site by their art teacher, Clarence Talbot. Mr. Hayes informs the young people of labor history and the accomplishments of the Union as depicted in the mural. In 1910, Jane Addams of Hull House said,
Some of the most profound industrial disturbances in Chicago have come about in connection with the first factory employment of newly arrived immigrants. The most valuable result of their strikes was the expanding consciousness of the solidarity of the workers. This was certainly the result of the Chicago Stockyards strike in 1905, so conspicuously carried on without violence. Eugene V. Debs, labor leader, pacifist.
you have got to unite in the same labor union and in the same political party and strike and vote together. And the hour you do that, the world is yours.
Henry Ford, industrialist.
Labor unions are the worst thing that ever struck the earth because they take away a man's independence.
Jack London, American writer, socialist.
After God had finished the rattlesnake, the toad, the vampire, he had some awful substance left with which he made a scab.
Clarence Darrow, lawyer.
The law is a horrible business. There is no such thing as justice, in or out of court. Emma Goldman, anarchist.
It is organized violence on top which creates individual violence at the bottom. It is the accumulated indignation against organized wrong, organized crime, organized injustice, which drives the political offender to act.
Something about it. Suppose they're working you so hard it's just outrageous, and they're paying you all starvation wages, and you go to the boss and the boss will yell, before I raise your pay I'd see you all in hell. Well, he's puffing a big cigar and feeling mighty slick, cause he thinks he's got your union licked. He looks out the window and what does he see but 1,000 pickets, and they all agree he's a bastard, unfair slave driver, bet he beats his wife. But out in Detroit, here's what they found, and out in Frisco, here's what they found, and out in Pittsburgh, here's what they found, and down in Bethlehem, here's what they found, that if you don't let red bacon break you up, and if you don't let stool pigeons break you up, and if you don't let vigilantes break you up, and if you don't let race hatred break you up, you win. What I mean, take it easy, but take it.